Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. There's always something to talk about. Today is day 18 of 20. So once I stop at 20 in a row, I will probably upload videos once or twice a week going from there. But there's always something to talk about. I've told you in videos before this one how one of my favorite affirmations, one of the things that I say to myself every single day is that everything is always working out for me. And I believe it to the core now, to the core. I believe it to the core. It is deeply, deeply ingrained within me. And that is an amazing feeling to have when you have that level of belief. Actually, it's not belief, it's a knowing. There's a big difference. Because if you believe something, then that can always change on the drop of a dime or on the drop of a hat. But when you know something, it is deeply ingrained within you on a cellular level. So, like I said, I always say throughout the day, everything is always working out for me. I start off the day that way, and I speak it into existence all throughout the day, all the way up to bedtime. And I just had something happen to me here in my apartment. So I got home from a really good workout. I worked out for like an hour and a half. Boy, I love that feeling of working out. And so I'm making bacon. Every Monday I make bacon. There's a store in town that has bacon on sale, 50% off, and I love their bacon. So I brought that bacon home, and I'm getting ready to cook it. And then I noticed there was a puddle of water on the floor. I'm looking at the floor, and I'm like, did I spill something? And I know I didn't spill anything. And I looked at the kitchen sink to see if I had left the water running. Sometimes I do that. Sometimes I leave the house and leave the water running because I can't hear the sound. But the water was not running. So then I opened the cupboard underneath the sink, and there was water all over the bottom. The pipe had burst somehow. So immediately I went down to the management office, told them that I had an emergency and that I had asked someone to come up to take a look at it and fix it. Now, here's what I want to tell you. Number one, first of all, I noticed every time there's a crisis, I'm very aware of my thoughts. I'm very aware of how I'm thinking, how I'm feeling, how I'm dealing with it. And I've noticed that I consistently remain calm. I move with great purpose and great precision, but I move calmly. That's the first thing I notice. And the second thing is I actually had a pail under the sink with like small bags, like small plastic bags that I used occasionally. And that was exactly in the right place. And the water filled up the pail, and some of it got out. But for the most part, everything worked out. The maintenance people were at my apartment within a minute. After the manager called them, they came up immediately. Everything is always working out. Number two, I happened to have a pail right underneath the pipe that had burst. And I had enough room in the pail to be filled with water. Everything is always working out. and within a couple of minutes, they fixed the pipe, and everything was good again. Even when something goes wrong, everything always ends up working out. What do you think of that? Is it not something? See, when you affirm and you confirm that everything is always working out, it actually does. Let me know in the comments if you've had an emergency situation where everything worked out. It's pretty amazing. Have a good day. Thanks for joining me. To the next video.